Strange New Worlds Season 3 copies Star Trek. Voyager's fan-favorite sci-fi spoof. Strange New Worlds has never been shy about playing with genre. From fairy tale fantasies to musical episodes, the series embraces Star Trek's long legacy of creative risk-taking. But in Strange New Worlds Season 3, the show boldly goes where Star Trek Voyager went before, and fans of Captain Proton are already spotting the similarities. With its latest holodeck-style adventure minus the actual holodeck, Strange New Worlds is clearly paying homage to Voyager's beloved retro sci-fi spoof, and it might even be trying to outdo it. The legacy of Captain Proton. Introduced in Voyager's 5th season, the adventures of Captain Proton became an instant cult favorite among Trek fans. Tom Paris's black and white holodeck program was a loving tribute to 1930s pulp sci-fi serials like Flash Garden and Buck Rogers. With cheesy villains like Dr. Chaotica, ridiculous ray guns, and campy sets, the Captain Proton episodes were pure joy, a break from the ship's more serious drama and a chance to embrace Star Trek's nerdy roots with tongue firmly in cheek. Captain Proton wasn't just comic relief, it was a love letter to classic genre storytelling, complete with over-the-top performances and stylized cinematography. Voyager used the program sparingly but effectively, with standout episodes like Bride of Chaotica becoming fan favorites for their creative boldness. Strange New Worlds goes retro. Season 3 of Strange New Worlds introduces a new episode that channels Voyager's Captain Proton in both spirit and style. The crew finds themselves trapped in a simulated reality inspired by 20th century sci-fi serials, all-ray guns, cardboard planets, and menacing monologues. Pike and crew don costumes straight from a Saturday matinee, and the ship's sleek 23rd century interior gets a black and white makeover, complete with dramatic lighting and exaggerated shadows. The tone is unmistakable, campy dialogue, melodramatic gestures, and villainy straight out of the Silver Age of science fiction. It's a striking creative choice for Strange New Worlds, a series that has leaned heavily into emotional depth and character arcs. But here, just like Voyager before it, the show gives itself permission to have fun, and gives its cast a chance to shine in a completely different way. An homage or a copy? It's hard not to see the new Strange New Worlds episode as a direct lift from Captain Proton. From its faux retro aesthetic to its deliberate storytelling tropes, everything feels like it came from the same playbook that Paris and Kim used in Voyager's holodeck. Even the musical cues, theremins, soaring brass, and dramatic pauses seem pulled from the same sonic universe. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. What Strange New Worlds does differently is turn the concept into a real-world crisis. Where Voyager's Proton episodes were safe holodeck simulations, Strange New Worlds brings actual stakes into the pastiche. There's a mystery behind the crew's entrapment in this sci-fi world, a threat that emerges from the fiction itself. That twist makes the episode feel less like a straight parody and more like an exploration of genre's power to both reflect and distort reality. Still, the bones are undeniably similar, and fans have noticed. Why Trek keeps coming back to genre spoofs? Star Trek has always been a franchise of many genres. Yes, it's science fiction, but it's also political allegory, war drama, courtroom thriller, time travel comedy, and yes, outright spoof. The franchise's versatility is part of its longevity. Episodes like Deep Space Nine's Our Man Bashir or Lower Decks' frequent genre riffing prove that Star Trek thrives when it's willing to poke fun at itself and the conventions of genre storytelling. By borrowing from Voyager's Captain Proton legacy, Strange New Worlds is tapping into a rich tradition of creative experimentation. It's not just about copying a popular episode, it's about acknowledging what made that episode resonate. It was the love of science fiction itself, its history, its tropes, its absurdity, and its charm. The cast makes it work. Part of what made Captain Proton so fun was how much the Voyager cast leaned into it. Robert Duncan McNeil as Paris, Garrett Wang as Kim, and Kate Mulgrew as the gloriously evil Queen Arachnia gave performances that were both satirical and sincere. Strange New Worlds takes a similar approach. Anson Mount's Captain Pike delivers lines with the perfect mix of deadpan and earnestness. Jess Bush's Christine Chapel goes full femme fatale. Even Ethan Peck's Spock gets a moment to ham it up, a rare and delightful deviation from his usual stoicism.